Alright, you guys. Hey, this is Chris. That was a fun meeting. I know that we will be fine and everything will be okay. So, getting to D2L and a grade book. It actually is really quite simple. And if you ever need any help during the semester, I'm always here for you. But first, you start off and you click My Pima. What? Okay, and then I was already logged in. You'd log in over there. And then you should come to kind of your launching pad here, and you've got your D2L landing site right there. If you don't have it on your little widget things here, I believe it is, if you go teach, you can find it somewhere. Maybe not. I think it's always on everybody's main one. So, oh, there it is. Yeah, so home, if it's not down here, just go to home, and then push this little sandwich guy up here, and he's going to be right there. Okay, so either way, you find D2L, click it. Now all your classes are going to have a shell ready for you. I've changed the pictures. You don't have to, but it's really easy to change the pictures. Let me know if you want to change the pictures. I made mine look cool. You can make yours look cool. So I'm going to pick this class because I haven't done anything to it yet, because I'm just going to copy it. So normally when you go to a class, this is the first thing you're going to see, and this is the first thing the students are going to see too. So if you want to put any announcements, I used to put like what we're doing week to week on announcements, but now I've moved it to content. And if you want me to teach you about that, we can do it later, but this is just gradebook. So gradebook, you're going to go to assessment, and then you're going to hit grades. And then it's always going to ask you to set things up first. So you're going to scroll down here and press start. And it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. The biggest one is, do you want it weighted, or do you want it by points? So I used to always do points, but now I've been playing with percentage. So you can just be like, hey, this final is worth 50% of your grade, and that's one thing is worth 50 points. So you can still have a thing be worth 100 points, but it's going to weight it to 50 points for the final grade. So let D2L do all the math, right? So regardless of what you decide to do, I think points is kind of more similar, so we'll keep it to points. Press continue. Then it's going to ask you a bunch of like random questions like, how do you want it calculated? The grade that is achieved by users on the grading formula setup. The gradebook, it cannot be adjusted without editing. I would just press continue. Drop ungraded times or treat ungraded as a 0. I always just keep this the same. And then choose a default grade system. I honestly don't know what that is, so I just put continue. Number of decimals you want to do, I always just put continue. And then I would leave all these checked, because that'll help us in the long run. This is kind of just giving you a summary. You can read that. Then you are ready to hit finish. And you're ready to go. So then you can go to enter grades and see that all your students will be on one side. There's all my students. Yay, students. That's actually a lot of students. I'm not trying to brag. And over here we'll have the assignments. Now, don't put it in the grade book. So when you're going to make an assignment, go up to assessment and do, let's say, you've got either an assignment or a discussion, quizzes, rubric, whatever you want to do. So let's say you're going to do an assignment. I'm going to do a new assignment. And now I'm going to put in whatever the assignment's name is, new one. type in the instructions, type what it is. It can be really simple, right? But down here is where it's going to be really important. So here, this is really important. I learned this the hard way. If you want them to submit a file for that assignment, then they have to fit a file. If you just want them to type in there, then that's text submission. They got really mad at me. The students are like frisky here sometimes, right? So that's important to look at. And then down here, it's going to connect you to the gradebook. And this is where I lost so much time. So go to category. Now I don't have, I do have some categories. Normally you wouldn't have any categories there. So you go, okay, look, I'm going to type in a new category and I'm going to name it the new one, like I named the assignment. And then that's now going to connect it to the gradebook. Now you got to put out of the score, so it's worth 100 points. That did the category, and then the grade item, same thing. There's nothing there, so new grade item. So I'm going to do the same thing. So new one is the assignment. Short name, you don't have to do that if you want to. Category, that's just putting things in category. It was worth 100 points right here. Can exceed, bonus. I don't really worry about all that stuff. You can do that later. This is kind of more complex stuff. Then just press save. And then if you want to attach a rubric, if you're that want to attach that. But then if not, let's just say, okay, save and close. Now, this guy right here is really important because he means that he's connected to the gradebook. So right now, under your assignments, you have your first assignments and it's number 1, right? But now, if we go back to gradebooks and we go to enter grades up here like you would, look at that, number 1, right? And what this is going to do is if anybody ever turns in a late assignment, you can just look here. You don't have to go back and look at all the assignments that you're going to have the whole way through, and that's annoying, right? The same thing happens if you want to do a discussion. You do. Now, when it asks for new form or new topic, the topic is like the assignment. The form is kind of like the folder. So I don't have a topic yet, so a form yet, so I'm just going to do a new topic. This is also called the new one, discussion, yada yada, blah 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 blah, what it is. But same thing down here is, no wait, this for the discussion, restrictions, what are you asking me? It'll tell you when it's not happy. There was one error. Select a form. Oh, I gotta select a form. Gotta have a new form. So call this one the new one. Yada yada yada. Save. And then connecting this. Attach existing grade, no, assessment. Here it is. So go to assessment, and then here's where you attach it to the grade, just like you did before. Adding the points, adding the name. We'll call this one the new one too. New one. Category, if you don't have one, you don't have to. That's just, again, just kind of like folders. We're going to press play, save. Make sure to put that there as well. Save and close. And let's see if we go back to assessment, grades, enter grades. Now we've got the new one, which is the assignment, and the new one, which is the discussion. I wouldn't call them the same thing. That's a bad label. But you guys, that's the basic thing of gradebook. But you can look when you're managing the grades, and this also will tell you here that this little icon guy is saying that it's connected to a specific assignment right here, right? But again, a way to know if you've done this right is you go to discussion, you look for this little guy. That's good. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Like a key? Skull? I don't know. So that's basically it. And then enter your grades. And how you would enter a grade is you just go to grades, go to enter grades. You can click here and you can say, hey, I'm going to grade them all. And then boom, you can put in a grade. Got 100%. Good for them. Put some feedback here with this guy and write some stuff. Save. Then they've got the feedback. Then they'll see all that. And then it's so nice because then if they ask about your grade, you'll be like, go look at your grade on D2L. It's right there. I'm not going to save this because this Daniel will be like, what are you talking about? Some stuff. I didn't give you some stuff. So yeah, so that's basically it. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully that was helpful.